see a lot of horror stories about the pitch here at the Zimbru Stadium, but nothing as horrendous as it was made out to be. One or two bare patches in the goal mouths. In fairness, the Moldovans were just as unhappy about the state of the pitch this week as England were. Now the Moldovan anthem. Two previous meetings were in qualification for the 1998 World Cup. That first meeting was in September 1996. It was a real trip into the unknown for England at that time. But England won 3-0 here in Moldova and 4-0 at Wembley a year later. The stadium holds 10,400 and it's full to capacity. Referee Paulus van Burkel. Well, this is the England side, Roy Hodgson's first World Cup qualifier. He hands a first competitive start to Manchester United's Tom Cleverley, number 10. 19-year-old Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is given another chance to impress as well. And Jermaine Defoe is the man up top. It's his 50th cap. This is the Moldova side. Minimal goal threat there, to be brutally honest, but number 9 Igor Mishutiak of Russian side Amkar Perm has some pedigree and a return of 2 goals from 10 caps. That's no mean feat when you're up front for a small country like Moldova. Their all-time top scorer has just 11. By the way, for England, it's 8 changes from the friendly against Italy in Bern last month, when of course Jermaine Defoe came on and scored a magnificent winner, and he's been in good form as well for Tottenham Hotspur. Just signs of change from Roy Hodgson with those two starting. There are a number of players missing, of course. Ashley Cole, Adam Johnson, Ashley Young, and of course Wayne Rooney and Andy Carroll up front. Final team talk in the Moldovan huddle from their captain, Alexandru Apirianu. John Terry does get the nod at the heart of defence. Jermaine Defoe hoping to add to his 16 goals for his country. So, on paper, a total mismatch here between a Moldovan side that have won just 2 of their 38 previous World Cup qualifiers, and an England team unbeaten over 90 minutes under Roy Hodgson. Moldova's last World Cup win was here against Belarus some 7 years ago. But they did give the Netherlands 2 very difficult games in qualifying for the European Championships, losing just 1-0 home and away. England taking nothing for granted here. England playing a 4-2-3-1 from Cleverley in the hole just behind Jermaine Defoe. Oxlade-Chamberlain starting on the left, and James Milner on the right. There is Cleverley. Only made his international debut last month against Italy at the age of 23. "790 days since the last World Cup final in Johannesburg when Spain beat the Netherlands. The road to Rio starts here for England. Leighton Baines at left back, in for the injured Ashley Cole. Cole could be back for the Ukraine game. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Of course, England know that Moldova will look to get plenty of men behind the ball, frustrate them. England would love an early goal. We're told that Moldova have been promised a cash bonus if they can get a 0-0 draw. They haven't actually scored a goal for nearly a year. Drawn a blank in each of their last 5 internationals. There really is a massive gulf between these 2 sides. Steven Gerrard with a good interception and a good burst forward as well. Milner's cross. Cleverley. Now, did that strike an arm? Looks like a penalty. Inside 2.5 minutes. The white shirts appealed immediately. Cleverley's shot blocked by the hand of Simeon Bulgaru. Here it is again. Well, the right arm was out and blocked that shot. He will say his arms were by his side. But it's Frank Lampard to take the penalty for England. And he buries it in the corner. The perfect start for the Three Lions. No chance at all for the goalkeeper. It's England's 100th penalty in their history. And 69 have now been scored. Frank Lampard rarely misses. His 24th goal for his country. And you look at that again and you'll say, perhaps Bulgaru will feel it was harsh. No chance for Damasco in goal. It's the early goal that England dreamt of to set them on their way. Lampard's so reliable from 12 yards for club and country. He and Gerrard together in the England midfield, as they have been more or less for a decade. They're the 2 sitting in front of the back 4. Gerrard has given that ball away. Moldova have a free kick. Kowalczyk, the man fouled by Glenn Johnson. Gerrard gave it away. Johnson came back. And he's not at all happy about that decision. Showed the yellow card, which seems very harsh inside 5 minutes. First foul he's committed. Moldova with a chance to Put the ball in the penalty area here, headed away by Julian Lescott. And then down goes Oxlade-Chamberlain. And England have the free kick. Bulgaria, who gave away the penalty, well advised not to make too many more rash challenges. What a fantastic start that is for England. Defoe hoping to get on the end of that flick. Comes on cleverly. England have a corner. Conceded by their captain. Bulgaria, another one who plays his club football in Russia. 6 minutes gone. England totally dominant so far. Gerrard to take the first corner. Headed away by Armash, near post. Johnson tries to keep it alive, cleverly out to Gerrard. And a miscue from the England captain. Gerrard, by the way, earning his 97th England cap here this evening in Chisinau. Glenn Johnson. John Terry, former England captain. His Chelsea teammate Frank Lampard. Gerrard. Julian Lescott. 5 years since he made his debut. Only his 22nd cap here. Leighton Baines. Trying to thread that between the two defenders. Lampard's 8th penalty for England, which has been scored. And he's now scored more penalties for England than anyone else. Most importantly of all, from Roy Hodgson's point of view, England lead 1-0. Back pass from John Terry. Joe Hart will hope to have a very quiet evening here. And ball by Kusiak. Oxlade-Chamberlain, who is so quick, is away from the fullback. And in towards Defoe. Oh, that's the sort of service he is looking for. Supplied here by Arsenal's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well, he didn't expect the ball to get past Armash. And when it did, it was a real chance for Defoe, which he prodded wide. Could have been some way to mark his 50th cap for England. Gerrard. Russell past Hatkan, out to Milner. Gerrard again. Frank Lampard. This is Lescott. See how isolated Kusiak is looking already. The number 9. That header is picked up by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Cleverly. Lampard. Just too much on the through ball for Milner. That's a big chance for Defoe. So far, so good for Roy Hodgson. 5 wins from 7 before tonight. It's a win percentage of 71.4%. And if he were to quit the job right now, he'd have the highest win percentage of any England manager in history. Penalty shootout defeat to Italy in the Euros is counted as a draw, so England are actually unbeaten in their last 12 competitive international matches. Their best run for 22 years. That's why they're up to 3rd in the FIFA World Rankings. Gerrard still going through for Jermaine Defoe. What a chance, great save. Oh, brilliant save. You expect Defoe to bury those. And denied by Stanislav Namasko. Brilliant here from Gerrard. The perfect ball for Defoe. Just couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet quickly enough. England's second corner. The men in blue struggling to contain Roy Hodgson's side at the moment. Look at the space here. But cleverly, having taken that corner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gerrard. Just a little bit sloppy, intercepted by Hatkat. Monica. Good stop from Namasko. Baines wins the 50-50, but it clatters off Suvorov, number 16. Baines winning only his 10th cap. At the age of 27, he's had to play second fiddle to Ashley Cole for his entire career, really, at international level. Gerrard. Lescott. Lampard. Milner. No way past Holovatenko, the left back for Moldova. All England in the opening 13 minutes here. As you'd expect, 3-1 on to win here. Good pressing high up the field from Leighton Baines. Cleverly out to James Milner. We'll head for the dead ball line here. Oh, furious punch. Oxlade-Chamberlain, great save. Goalkeeper got away with it. Namasko opted to punch the ball and it fell straight to the feet of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Namasko redeemed himself with a really good save. Cleverly. Gerrard. Baines. Oxlade-Chamberlain went for the give and go. Found his route blocked by Bulgaru. This is the cross from Milner. That's not a great punch, is it? More height than distance, and really good stop. Baines goes backwards to Lescott. You see a lot of the fears about this pitch were rather exaggerated. It's perhaps a little way off what you'd expect for a top international fixture, but you'll see a lot worse. Forward by Bulgaru, header by Lescott. Johnson to his Liverpool colleague, Steven Gerrard. Cleverly, back to Baines. Defoe didn't come off. We played a quarter of an hour in Chisinau. Cleverly. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Back to Tom Cleverly. Not able to get the return from Lampard. Cleared by Suvorov. Some of the Moldovan press have dismissed England as a long ball side, as many have done in the past. But we haven't seen many long balls from England in the opening quarter of an hour of this game. Very crisp passing from Roy Hodgson's side thus far. Baines. Caught late there. And Suvorov. Apology is enough. Lampard. Oh, that's nicely played. Ben Johnson, a menace down that right-hand side when he does get forward. Good by Bulgaria. They're being overrun at times in midfield, Moldova. Valchuk back to Bulgaria. Ball forward by Suvorov. Very nearly squeezed through to Bekirsiak. No problems hearing the England brass band. Rounding out the home fans at the moment. It's a small stadium, it's extremely atmospheric on a big night like this. Long-range effort. Patrash. Not a bad strike, was it? Artur Patrash giving Joe Hart something to think about here. Well, I think Joe Hart's reaction made it look closer than it really was. Patrash, only his 7th cap actually for Moldova here tonight, never scored for his country. The whole squad named for this game have just 11 international goals between them. No one has more than 2. Was given away there by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Moldova have handed it straight back to Lampard. Milner. Well, that's sloppy again. England giving away possession cheaply is a bit of a theme over the years. A couple of examples there, which will frustrate Roy Hodgson. Johnson. His side is Baines. Cleverly. Got it back from Defoe. Here's Baines again. They are trying to stop the service from wide areas by doubling up each time. Defoe squeezed it out to Baines, who probably had every right to feel someone should be coming in on that. Baines again. Interception from Valchuk. Here's Suvorov. Chipped back by Bekirsiak. Forward by Arnash. spell of Moldovan possession. Plenty of cheers from the home crowd here, who are undeterred by England's fast start. What a misjudgment there. Bates for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. 6th cap at the age of 19. Lampard looking for Defoe. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's dad, Mark, only got, what, 7 caps for England. He's going to overtake his dad soon, perhaps while he's still a teenager. Good running off the ball here from Kowalczyk. Put it away by John Terry. Picked up by Hatkan. Handball. Alexandru Hatkan. Coming up to the midway point of the first half. If this pattern of play continues, England will at least hope to repeat what they managed 16 years ago in their first trip to Moldova, 3-0 on that occasion. Glenn Hoddle's first World Cup qualifier as England boss. Was that really 16 years ago? Scary. Here's Defoe. Frank Lampard. Well, from that type of range, you expect him to line one up. Hatkan. Forward by Armash. Hatkan again. It's a foul by Kowalczyk. Painful one for John Terry. Baines. Well, that really was a purposeful, positive run from the Everton left back. And he's got a free kick for handball here. Really struck the arm of Nepurianu, Moldovan skipper. He's not at all impressed, particularly given the disputed handball for the penalty. If England score from this, it really will be rubbing salt in the Moldovan wounds. Gerrard over the ball. Over 12 years now since he made his debut for England, Steven Gerrard. Is this going to be touched off by Lampard? It is. Gerrard strikes it! Well, he got the line right, but always rising. Goalkeeper's got that side of the net covered, but look at the left to right movement. Had that been below the crossbar, Damasco would have had some difficulties. Already made 2 good saves to keep the score at 1-0. Cleverly cleared by Kurianin. Here he is again. Oxlade-Chamberlain managed to thread that through very nicely for Gerrard. He's looking for Defoe. Now some space for Kowalczyk. for long. Oxlade-Chamberlain, cleverly. Oh, it runs through for Defoe. Off of Armash, who really should have cleared. England can't take advantage. Suvorov. Kovalchuk, back to Suvorov again. Well, not a bad ball looking for Pikishiach. John Terry got it away. Seized upon by Hatkan, deflected. Well, Joe Hart seemed confident that that was always going wide. Took this quite early, Hatkan, off the left boot of John Terry. I think Joe Hart always knew it was going a couple of yards wide, but Moldova have their first corner to be taken by Alexander Suvorov. Not into a bad area at all. Oxlade-Chamberlain hooks it clear. Patrash. Another long-range effort, and this time Joe Hart dives to his right. Having been completely overrun for the first 15 minutes here, Moldova are attempting to fight back. Wide by Hatkan. It's looking for Pikishiach. This is John Terry. Bates. Very pleasant evening here in Chisinau. This boisterous stadium. Cracking atmosphere. But here's Glenn Johnson. Time for a shot from Glenn Johnson, which the keeper spills and then rushes to clear. Johnson is only ever managed one goal for his country in 9 years. Seen him in the English Premier League score from that type of range with his left foot. Keeper less than convincing. Not for the first time. In a row for England here, taken by Cleverly, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lampard, Gerrard, Johnson. Oh, Lampard's in here! He gets his second. England get their second. And the scoreline is a fair reflection of what we've seen in the opening half an hour here. No chance again for Namasco. And suddenly Frank Lampard's on a hat-trick here. Lovely England move. Gerrard to Johnson. Lampard ghosting into the penalty area between two defenders. And he planted that header into the bottom corner for goal number 25 of his England career. Who nearly scored himself a moment or two ago, now provides the assist for Frank Lampard's header. Lampard was just looking to pick out Leighton Baines, who made a forward run. Seized upon by Cleverly. I think he just scuffed that a little bit, John Cleverly. But it had Namasco worried here. Inches away. Chamberlain. It's quite clear from what we've seen in the opening third of this match that there are plenty of goals in this for England. Gerrard out to Johnson. Oh, he gets a little bit lucky. Lampard. Gerrard. Milner. It's definitely dampened down the crowd, that second England goal. Cleared by Armash. Now a chance of a counter-attack with Patrash. Back to him by Kusiak, that was the idea. Moldovan attacks are sporadic and tend to rather fizzle out at the vital moment. Gerrard. Lampard. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Rapid rise it's been for the Arsenal speedster. That's looking for Defoe. Brilliant! Vintage Jermaine Defoe. Follows up his winner against Italy last month with a snapshot here which gives Damasco no chance again. Although he'll look at this on his near post and wonder if he should have done better. Well, he should have saved it, shouldn't he? Oxlade-Chamberlain, the provider. Defoe onto it in a flash. 3-0 England. Defoe marking his 50th cap with England's third goal. They've matched the scoreline from 16 years ago. Surely that won't be the end of the scoring here tonight on this evidence. Moldova currently 141 in the FIFA World Rankings. England, of course, number 3. So this scoreline should not come as any sort of surprise, but even so, you have to get the job done. And England have been fired up and clinical right from the start. Yes, a little bit of good fortune possibly with the penalty decision, which gave them the early goal, which makes such a difference at international level. Even so, there's been a chasm of class between these two sides in this first half. Baines. Cleverly fouled by Monica. Lampard. Gerrard. Having a debate about whether those two could play together in midfield for England for, what, 12 years? They're still there. No way through far side for James Milner. Johnson. Lampard. Surely we'll be thinking about an England hat-trick here. Milner. Cleverly. Johnson. On for Gerrard. Oh, little back heel from Lampard. Didn't quite run through for Defoe. Foul by Baines on Kovalcic. Toriani. Bulgaria. Suvorov. seen by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Thought he was blocked off by Bulgaria. No complaints from the teenager. Shot for Patkan. Tackled by Lescott. Patkan. The overlap is Kovalcic. Cross blocked. That's with the arm of Baines. So a free kick to Moldova. Well, in fact, Lampard it was who stuck out the right hand. Easy decision, that one. Alexander Suvorov over the ball here. That was into a great area, and Epiriano was the closest man to it. Just ahead of number 9, Takishiach. There's Lampard's header, which moves him ahead of Jeff Hurst in England's all-time top scorers list. Jermaine Defoe, who really fired that straight through the hands of the goalkeeper. Lampard were to get a hat-trick, by the way, tonight. He would move level with Brian Robson. The goal-scoring charts for England. Here is Lampard, out to Johnson. Looking for Milner, just miscalculated the angle slightly. Ricochet almost benefited Kovalcic. Poor header from Arnash. Straight to Milner. Through for Jermaine Defoe. Might fancy another crack here. Oh, that's a very good block. And Ricochet's back off Defoe for a goal kick. Just needed to hit that a little earlier, Defoe. Interesting he got the nod ahead of Danny Welbeck. Roy Hodgson said before the game tonight that he's been impressed with Defoe's start to the season for Tottenham. Tottenham, of course, haven't had a great start to the season in the English Premier League. Whistle's gone here. John Terry. Gerrard, well seen by Kovalcic. Patkan. Again, Patkan. And by Patrash, looking for Kovalcic. Kind of snuffed out any time Moldova have threatened. Few and far between. Bulgaria. Forward by Igor Arnash. Well, they're toiling here, the home side. Simply passes going astray. England remain professional, keep doing the simple things well. They really could put Moldova to the sword here. Points already in the bag, surely. Courtesy of Lampard's 2 goals, Defoe's 3rd. Cleverly. Lampard. Milner. Just rushed that pass, really. Sometimes it can be too easy for England. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Nicely past the first defender. Now he's faced by the captain of Ipirianu. Bulgaru tries to help out as well. Poor ball that is from the back, picked up by Lampard. That's an absolute gift. Cleverly to Gerrard. Johnson on for Defoe. Lovely movement from Defoe. Not quite the finish. He could have had a hat-trick as well in this first half. Saw off Armash with Grady's lovely spin. If that had been on his right side, he could well have had his second. Some of the distribution from the back from Moldova has been absolutely woeful, gifting England possession high up the field. Afghan. He has looked a threat, to be fair, to the home side. Gerrard pinched it off him. But remember, this is the same Moldova side, more or less, that twice only lost 1-0 to the Netherlands in qualifying for the last European Championships. Cleverly. Lots of blue shirts behind the ball here. Milner. Cleverly. Very little room in which to manoeuvre there. Big vote of confidence, isn't it, for Tom Cleverly, starting here. He only made his international debut at this level last month. Some big names on the bench in the attacking department. Gerrard, Oxlade-Chamberlain, free kick. Oh, free kick to Moldova. Bulgaru, the man fouled. He can't believe it. Well, it's going to be played in again by Suvorov. Joe Hart comes. The punch goes backwards, but cleared his lines under some pressure. He's wondering if he was fouled, but it's just a corner. Comes a long way here, Joe Hart. Happy to see it go wide. There's an opportunity. Headed wide, England just snapping from the corner. Igor Armash is the man holding his face here. Well, a 2v1 from the corner, that shouldn't happen. In by Hatkan and Armash with the header. Inches wide. Just a little warning for England as we approach half-time. No stoppage time at all. Well, it's job done already for England, really. Got the penalty in the 3rd minute for handball against Simeon Bulgaru. Lampard scored the penalty, then headed home Glenn Johnson's cross. Jermaine Defoe added a 3rd on 32 minutes. And it's just a question now of how many England can score. Roy Hodgson will be absolutely delighted with what he's seen in the first half. Moldova have been simply swept aside in that first 45. We've seen very little going forward from them. Just that one scare when Armash headed wide right at the end of the half. At the break, Moldova 0, England 3. England in the last 11 years, Michael Carrick, since his debut against Mexico. Change 2 for Moldova, as you can see. Confirm that for you in just a moment. England start the second half 3-0 to the good, and it could have been more. Can they add to their tally in this second half? First touch for Michael Carrick. He admitted he'd fallen out of love with international football after being overlooked so many times. But he'll get 45 minutes here. By Hatka. Average age of the England side is just over 27. 2 years younger than the squad that performed so disappointingly at the last World Cup. Even so, Lampard and Gerrard, well into their 30s, remain the heart of that midfield. Carrick replacing Gerrard, Johnson, Milner. Able to get away from Olavetenka. Milner once more. Johnson. Nicely played. Digs it out for Cleverley. He was in a really good position, but wasn't able to keep this shot down. Johnson, brilliant. Past Olavetenka. It's a good position there for Tom Cleverley. Hatka to Bulgaru, Kirianu, Armash, Olavetenko. The ball was played up to Kisiak. Certainly he's a type of number 9 who will keep going as long as he's on the field. The man who came on, by the way, for Moldova, Alexandru Didov. Olavetenka. Kovalcic, the ball inside to Patrash. Disappointing one. Straight out of play. It's the back header from Johnson, and not a great back header, was it? Kisiak wasn't able to do much about it. Sivarov is the player who was replaced for Didov. Here is Didov. Tackle was from Carrick. He's convinced it's a foul, but the referee well placed. Says play on. Onika. Olovatenko. Didov was caught there by Glenn Johnson. Kicked his foot. Painful one, this. Johnson, who was carded in the first half. Didov. Cleared by John Terry. Cleverly. Milner. Carrick. Just flipped out to Leighton Baines. Exactly come out all guns blazing here, England. Perhaps aware that Moldova will be looking to get an early goal back in this second half, just trying to dampen down their enthusiasm. Lampard to Carrick. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Baines on the overlap. Here he is. We'll measure this first time. Cleverly was the target. Cleared as far as Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's looking for James Milner. Never really had that under control, Milner. Trying to hit it first time. Didov. Kovalcic. Onika. Inside, so Simeon Bulgaru. Kovalcic again. Back header from Johnson. This one has a lot more on it to get back to Joe Hart. Johnson. The Moldova coach, by the way, we haven't seen a shot of him during the game up to now. It's in his third spell in charge of Moldova. He was actually their first ever coach back in '91. He was the coach the last time England came here back in the mid-90s. Also a player here for Zimbru for 15 years and their manager twice. Just 4 wins from 16 games in charge over his 3 spells, 10 of those defeats, and it's looking like an 11th here against England. Karas's assistant, Ion Testamatanu, the only Moldovan ever to play in England. He was signed by Tony Pulis when he was manager of Bristol City after impressing for Moldova against England in those World Cup qualifiers. Carrick. Lampard. Baines. England probing here, looking for number 4. Cleverly. Baines. Congested there. Kovalcic helping out. Little touch from Bekicic, and here goes Patrash. Perhaps a little rush of blood to the head there. Very difficult through ball he was attempting. That'll be an England throw. trying to measure that between the two England central defenders. The worry for Moldova is England could bring on the likes of Theo Walcott, Daniel Sturridge, Danny Welbeck, bags of pace and goal threat. Hudson just has to wait for the defenders to get a bit tired, as they're working hard to keep England at bay. And he can bring on those attacking players, perhaps add to the 3-0 scoreline. Terry, Johnson, Carrick, Beverley to Johnson, no way through there. And goes Kovalcic for Kukusiak. Kovalcic, Hatkan. Home off Terry. Who's it going to fall to? Kukusiak. Oh, a shooting chance here maybe. And this time it's enough white shirts back. A minor scare for England. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Very well dispossessed, and here goes Kovalcic. Arguably been the best player for Moldova. And, as I say that, he overhits the cross. Johnson will clear. Ground ball to the foe. Doesn't really work. It's the same formation that the foe plays in for Tottenham. Spurs, the whole formation is set up to get crosses in. It's not really the foe's strength being so diminutive. Lampard invited to run. Milner cleverly, nicely flicked to Milner. Past Kidov. Oh, just ran out of space. That's partly because Kidov came back at him here. Bit of a bobble as well, in fairness to Milner. Theo Walcott, right on cue. England have a corner first. Lampard takes their third of the night. Masco with a decent punch. He stayed down, having made it. Just got a blow to the side of the head. There it is. Looping up with John Terry. Just the left arm of Terry caused the problems. Oxlade-Chamberlain's night is over, and very impressive he's looked as well. One Arsenal winger for another as Theo Walcott comes on for England to earn his 29th cap. Stays on. Walcott will take up the same role, but Milner appears to come over to the left-hand side. Walcott down the right as things stand. Baines from Milner. Plenty from Patrash, to say the least. Totally beaten by the skill. And rather a wild swipe at Leighton Baines. England have the free kick. James Milner over the ball. Struggling to find the tempo that they mustered in the first half thus far. In the second, who's he going to fall to here? Defoe, Lescott. Well, they get a bit fortunate, Moldova. It wasn't a great free kick from Milner. And then casually given away by England. Carrick it was. Didov. Oh, very quickly England got back there, despite the pace of Didov. Here's Cleverley. First touch for Theo Walcott. Cleverley. Far side is Milner. Lampard. An hour gone in Chisinau. Baines. Carrick. Cleverley. Defoe convinced he was brought down illegally. Referee plays on. Promising run from Kusiak. Didov. Lovatenko. Another one who plays in Russia for Sibir. Osibirsk. 40th cap for Lovatenko. Joint most in the current squad. Gap. I've got the feeling Moldova would quite happily take 3-0 right now. Patrash, wide by Kovalcic. Much possession as Moldova have had in the game. Monica. Nicely sprayed for Lovatenko. He gets it back from Hankan. Bulgaru, and again Kovalcic. Final ball has been lacking from the home side. Terry. Well, that's rather typical of the way this second half has gone for England. Sloppy, a bit careless, just lacking in concentration. Difficult to keep up that level of tempo for 90 minutes, of course, but even so, it's been a much more even second half. Good drop kick from Joe Hart to Johnson. England have the free kick. The referee had tried to play advantage there. Here's Lescott. Baines. Johnson. Didov has looked impressive since coming on. He stopped them Johnson's run there. always their dream to play in the same midfield together for England. Baines. Milner. Cleverly. Good pedestrian from England. Lampard. Johnson. Nicely played by Glenn Johnson. They're looking for another penalty for handball, and then the referee would be willing to give another one of those if it's disputed. 20 minutes to go in the Zimbru Stadium. Welbeck. Frank Lampard. Milner not able to collect the pass from Leighton Baines. Monica to Bulgaru. Kusic. It's Andrew Monica once again. Kovalcic. Olovatenka. Monica. Bulgaru. Kusic. Pity from a Moldovan perspective. The possession comes to an end rather cheaply. This was the handball appeal, and number 3, Olovatenko, it clearly strikes his hand. Remember, it has to be deliberate according to the laws of the game. Debate whether the penalty that was actually given was deliberate. Always a judgment call. Moldova will feel very hard done by at that one. Bidov. Olovatenka. Hadkan. Different Moldovan display, isn't it, in the second half? And allowing them to have more of the ball. They're not doing an awful lot with it in the final third. Olovatenko. Kusic. Monica. Bulgaru. Still they press for a goal back to Moldova. Kovalcic. Bulgaru. Unwilling to cross. Hadkan. Brought to an end by Theo Walcott. A chance for him to move through the gears. Oh, what a poor touch. He still managed to get it to Welbeck. And played wide here for Cleverly. Oh, chance for Danny Welbeck. They're trying to walk it in. Theo Walcott. Someone have a go. There we go. Milner. 4-0. In the end, a very good counter-attack. It looked like the chance had gone. James Milner's first goal for England. Drilled into the corner. His 32nd cap. 4-0 it was the last time the sides met at Wembley. 15 years ago. 4-0 it is now. And all that came at the end of a very long spell of Moldovan possession. Still they play their patient passing game. Patrash. Well, the least said about that, the better. Here is the fourth England goal. Cleverly no, Welbeck no, Walcott no, Milner emphatically yes. Masco beaten for a fourth time. England with an injury concern here for John Terry, who was barged in the back, you may recall, a few minutes ago. It's a different problem this time. Not often a player who stays on the deck. There, who played last time England came here for England. Change up front with Pisiak coming off for Moldova. Number 17 coming on for them. Eugen Sidorenko, who actually plays here in this stadium for Zimbru Chisinau, 23 years of age. Number 6 for him. Hence the enthusiastic cheering for the man coming on. Ben, it's not that enthusiastic given the scoreline here. Home fans have been absolutely terrific for most of the night, but I think even their enthusiasm is waning slightly given the emphatic nature of the score. Dido. Some nudge back by Onika. Again. Far side is Bulgaria. Eteriano. No doubt that England would have taken this scoreline before the match. As it is, I wouldn't mind one or two more. Still 12.5 minutes to play. Certainly won't want to do is let one in. Dido. Good by Terry. Walcott, a little bit of a cul-de-sac, gets it back to Glenn Johnson. Safety first from the Liverpool fullback. Lobatenko. More than a little bit of catching practice later on here for Joe Hart. Has not really had a save worthy of the name to make. Walcott beautifully away from Onika. Can he tee someone up here? Well, needed to release it earlier. Dido. Given away wretchedly by the man who's just come on. Cleverly. Carrick. Bates. Milner. Back to Leighton Baines again. Pulled back for Cleverley, Lampard, Welbeck. A curious ball from Danny Welbeck. England keep possession. Ben Johnson. Well, free kick given a bit harshly against Johnson on Hatka. Turiani, Bulgarin. Next up for Moldova, by the way. Poland away on Tuesday. Not an easy start to qualifying for them. England, of course, at home to Ukraine, who they met at the European Championships in the summer. Wayne Rooney, you remember, scoring. And his return from suspension. Won't be available on Tuesday with his injury. Moldova have a corner here. Only their third of the match. Picked up by Kowalczyk. Headed away by Terry. Turiano goes up for the header. Less got away this time. Oh, the crack from the edge of the box by Onika. Oh, minor scares here for England. Another Moldovan corner. The fans here want a little bit more, I think. Suggestion of a penalty in there. Well, they're pushing for a consolation goal here, the home side. Patras with the corner. Terry away. Picked up by Armash. Patras again. Too close to Hart. Trying to whip that in for the onrushing Turiano. The game started in such explosive fashion with 2 yellow cards and the penalty inside the first 5 minutes. Here's Welbeck. Now by Olomatenko. The luxury for Roy Hodgson to be able to bring on players of the quality of Welbeck and Walcott against tiring Moldovan defenders. They've added 1 more goal to the tally. Four-man wall. Lampard still, of course, on a hat-trick. This will be played in by Baines, deflected, and there's a goal, 5-0. Huge slice of fortune. Leighton Baines will claim his first goal for England. Namasco completely wrong-footed by the deflection off the wall. Baines won't care about that one bit. Comes off number 8, Hatkan. Comes off his hand, actually. Moldova 0, England 5. Keeper goes one way, ball goes the other. Baines joins Milner in scoring his first England goal in this second half here in Chisinau. Well, England haven't been great in the second half, but they've still added 2 further goals. Denying 5-0 is an excellent victory in international football away from home, whoever the opposition. What a great way to start World Cup qualification campaign. Welbeck just out-muscling Armash. And the other subs make their way back down the tunnel. Job done, emphatically so. John Terry would chase this down. Julian Lescott. Lampard. Michael Carrick. Milner. Walcott. Milner once more. Back to Glenn Johnson. Carrick. Just waiting for the right opportunity here, England. Welbeck. Baines to Carrick. Into the final 5 minutes here. Welbeck. Baines. Carrick. Blue shirts just forcing England back to the halfway line. Lampard. Great first half from him. Awful pass from him. Straight to Didov. Oh, he goes down. John Terry goes down. There's no foul. Referee happy to play on, and England are happy to oblige here with Danny Welbeck. Not able to help himself to a goal. He pulled it back for cleverly. Now it's Theo Walcott. Oh, what a tame hit. What a tame effort from there. Johnson was booked after 5 minutes for a rather innocuous challenge, really. Had to be on his best behaviour ever since then. Bulgari. Atrash to Onika. This is all utterly academic now in the closing stages. Kovalchuk, rather demoralising evening for Moldova. Still just 2 wins from their World Cup qualifying history. Needless to say, that man has never led his side to a World Cup. Leon Karas is now 61. John Terry heading off with 2 minutes to go. That'll be a worry for Roberto Di Matteo, the Chelsea manager, seeing his captain leave the field before the match is even over. Of course, Hodgson not able to bring anyone on, having made 3 changes. England will just want to see this out now. Johnson. Milner, strongly in, cleverly, equally strong. Didov emerges with the ball after all that. We're in the last minute of the 90. Didov. Nicely worked. Patrash. Same two players combined. Patrash trying to pull it back, then Johnson well positioned. Walcott spinning away, just keeping his balance, striding forward now. Welbeck to his left, not able to get away from Armash. Did extremely well to stay on his feet there, Theo Walcott. No stoppage time at all in the first half, but we've had substitutions and one or two injury breaks in the second. Just prolonging Moldova's agony a little longer. Patrash, it's played in by Bulgaru. Didov. Confirmation that there'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. Welbeck. Lampard. Looks like he won't be getting the hat-trick tonight. Walcott. Great pedestrian pace from England here. No need to pour forward. And another game coming up on Tuesday. That'll be a much stiffer test against the European Championship co-hosts from the summer. England will still be favourites to win, of course, at Wembley. 6 points out of 6 was always the target. And they've got the first 3. Montenegro, Poland, San Marino and Ukraine, the other 4 teams in this group. No reason to think that England wouldn't be topping it at the end of the qualification process. Certainly be favourites to do so. That's it, 5-0 England. The victory every bit as emphatic as that scoreline suggests. What a wonderful way for Roy Hodgson to begin his first World Cup qualification campaign as England manager. Lampard with 2 goals in the first half. The first one converting England's 100th penalty. Danny Welbeck came on in the second half, wasn't able to get on the score sheet himself, but he set up James Milner for his first international goal. Leighton Baines got his first as well with a deflected free kick. Jermaine Defoe got the third at the end of the first half. It could have been more. Moldova had their moments as well, but they were few and far between. England convincingly the better side for most of the match, and they've won this by 5 goals to 0.